Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
This is the matter of the state of Michigan and Logan Weber, about J25-317-NA. If I can have the lawyers place their appearances on the record, please.
Thank you, Judge. Don Sommerfeld for the Department of Health and Human Services.
David Delaney, counsel for mother in this case.
All right.
Larry Brown on behalf of Jesse Kent.
On behalf of the minor children.
All right, I do see Ms. Weber is with us. This is set for a pretrial hearing. Mr. Delaney, how do you want to proceed today?
Judge, we did attend a mediation, and the court may have a mediation report. And I thought that I thought that the mediation process was successful in that it was not a courtroom. Serena had a lot of opportunities to speak with me via Zoom. And we did reach a tentative agreement, excuse me. But at the end of the mediation, Serena either lost connection or didn't continue with the finality of agreeing to the mediation agreement. So I don't know if fatigue got her or she lost communication, but I think we have an agreement, and I just want to make sure that Serena understands that. And maybe I could just ask her, Serena, do you agree with that? We went to mediation. Okay. And did you receive a one-page document from mediation called mediation agreement?
No.
Okay. I'll have to pull my email to see. It looks like it would have gone to you, but I'd like you to have that in front of you before we go any further in the court proceeding, because the mediation agreement would be restated today to the court, and then the court could continue or establish jurisdiction and provide services. Do you understand that process?
You do. I recently moved addresses, so I don't know if it was sent to my old address or the new address, and now I'm currently in rehab. So
Do you have a new email address?
no, same email.
Okay. My concern, Judge, with working with Serena is that even if I'm able to forward this to her today, it's only a page. She's got to read it, understand it, digest it. And I'd like to give her an opportunity because it was methodical during mediation. I don't want to rush her today on this. If we sent this agreement to you, Serena, and you got a chance to look at it and we came back, would you be ready to go with the agreement?
Yes.
Okay. And let me just say this generally. The agreement was that the court would be given jurisdiction, that is oversight over you and the children. And I think you were in agreement to do that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that's my proposal, Judge. And I don't know if the department disagrees with that, but.
Sommerfeld, any comments?
Judge, it is proper if someone is intending on tendering the plea to have the documentation in front of them, demonstrating to the court the voluntariness of things that she understands. And then those would be findings that the court would have to make. And I think we would be at a deficit right now. We do have an agreement. Mr. Lawrence did amend the petition. It involved Ms. Weber. There was a plea in her criminal case that it's the same charges that were the same, not charges. The criminal charges are the same allegations that we have in our petition that allege neglect and abuse under MCL 712A 2B1 and 2. So as Mr. Delaney has promoted to the court, I would be in agreement with that. I know that these agreements are sent out Ms. Weber did not get one. She did say she was in rehab. But no, I'm getting around to it. I agree.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Brown, or Ms. Hansel, any objection to us taking a reschedule, basically starting, doing this process over again to give Ms. Weber and her counsel an opportunity to discuss matters fully?
I have no objection to that, Your Honor.
I have no objection.
All right, Mr. Delaney, anything else before the court today?
Yeah, just to make sure I'm on the same page. Serena, we're on YouTube, I think, so I don't want to read your email into the YouTube, but it's the one that begins with RE, that one?
Yes.
Okay. And then you also gave me your cell phone number. I won't read that into the record, but the last 4 digits are the 41
No.
of your cell. No, okay. Let's do this. Here, do you have a pen?
I don't.
Okay. I was gonna give you do you have my telephone number at the office?
Just a second, I'm getting a pen now.
Okay, thank you.
Judge, I'd ask Ms. Kirchhoff, she's present from Wellspring, to just give an update on the child that's in Arizona.
Yep, we'll do that before we close the record. Do you have a pen now, Ms. Weber?
Okay.
And I want you to call me, and my phone was acting up earlier, so if you don't get through today, just check back. There may be a technical problem at my office. Call that number and leave me your cell phone number. So I
Okay.
know how to get hold of you. And I'm in the courtroom right now, but when I get back, I'm going to email you a copy of the mediation agreement. And when you
Okay.
get that, just respond that you received it. And then at the next court hearing, you'll have it, you can read it, and then you'll be ready to put that on the record, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Weber, I also want you to, if you have any questions about what that agreement means or what's going to happen next, I want you to talk it over with Mr. Delaney before the next court hearing. So that
Okay.
the two of you are on the same page and you have all of your questions answered as much as possible beforehand. All right, ma'am?
Okay.
All right, and then Mr. Sommerfeld, if you could, I think we'll take some brief testimony from Ms. Kirchhoff as to how the kids are doing. So, Ms. Kirchhoff, if you raise your right hand. For the testimony you're about to give, be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sommerfeld, your witness.
Thank you. Ms. Kirchhoff, can you state your name, please, and spell your last name?
Yes, Mikhaili Kirchhoff, Kirchhoff.
And how are you employed?
I'm a foster care supervisor with Wellspring Lutheran Services.
All right, we're here today on Logan Weber. Are you familiar with Logan?
I am.
All right, and how do you know Logan?
I am the case manager for his open foster care case.
Okay, when this case started, there was another child. He has now attained the age of majority, is no longer on this petition.
That would be correct.
All right, so to refresh the court's memory, I think it was in the winter time, didn't Logan move to the state of Arizona?
He did, yes, back in November.
Okay, and is he still currently domiciled there?
Yes, he is still in Arizona.
Okay, and he's there with his father, who's a non-respondent,
That's correct.
and that's Anthony Weber, his father?
Correct.
All right, so can you give us an update on Logan's, where he sits in a case posture at this time?
Yes, so I had received a call from a CPS worker in Arizona regarding a complaint that was called in from Michigan on Anthony and Logan. At that point, she wasn't really sure where that would go. I did give her a call back. I got an update today from her. She had reported that at this point, Arizona is not really sure how to move forward. They said because whatever was called in as a complaint. The only thing that they could do at this point is seek legal charges against Anthony for kidnapping, for leaving the state of Michigan. She noted that they could not do like a courtesy visit or anything like that the court had requested without potentially seeking those criminal charges. So I did ask that she and her supervisor contact the department and myself and see if we could set up a meeting to really kind of clarify what's going on, how it got called in as a complaint, and what would need to happen to get a courtesy visit going if that's possible in Arizona.
So if I understand you, Michigan asked a sister agency in Arizona to just check in to see how Logan and his father were doing, and they may be proceeding with criminal charges in Arizona.
That was my understanding. It was supposed to be called in by the Department of Health and Human Services as a courtesy visit. I think it got called into their hotline, and so it ended up coming through as a complaint instead of a courtesy visit, which now makes Arizona legally responsible to determine on whether or not there's a criminal charge there.
Okay, but the child, it really is under the jurisdiction of Arizona at this time.
The child resides in Arizona. She said that they hadn't opened a case. She had not even established contact with the family. There's no like open court there.
What is this person's name and what county, what Child Protective Services county do they work out of?
I did not get her last name, but her first name was Tammy, and she's with the Phoenix Department of Child Safety is their name.
Will you be able to investigate further and get the information to the parties in the court?
Yes. Yep. I left my phone number with her. She was going to contact her supervisor and program manager, and anticipated that the supervisor would be giving me a call directly.
Okay, are we in a position to explain that we were just asking for a welfare check and not calling in a complaint about kidnapping?
Yes, I did attempt to explain that on the phone with Tammy today, that was not the intention of the department. She said really their hands may be tied because of that, but that she would set me up with her supervisor so that we could hopefully clarify the situation.
Okay, do you have anything else to offer regarding the welfare of Logan?
No, I would note that I continue seeing him virtually every month. He seems to be doing well. He's excited to be in Arizona. He enjoys the weather there, of course, compared to Michigan weather. He is enrolled in school online, and he also has some workbooks. Anthony's gotten him set up with a tutor to help with some of that online work just because it has been a little bit more difficult for him. I've talked with Anthony about in-person schooling and that may be a better fit for Logan overall. But at this point, because they were partway through the school year, he felt it was better to keep him online until a new school year starts.
Okay, Father Anthony Weber, he originally went on vacation to Arizona to pursue a job. Do we know if he's still employed at that where he was originally seeking a job?
He is employed. It's not at the original place that he was supposed to be working. He reported to me that he's working for a rental car agency at an airport, basically driving the cars, making sure they're clean, getting them set up for whoever is picking them up as a rental.
Okay, and that's in Phoenix?
Correct.
Anything else to tell the court?
No, not today.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Brown, any questions for the witness?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Hansel, any questions for the witness?
No, just to clarify, Logan's health is well, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And it appears from my conversations with his dad that his father is attempting to meet his educational needs as best he can, even though it's this online school, but he has realized the importance of keeping his education intact and has tried to do that as best he can from the situation he's in. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I have no other questions. Thank you.
Mr. Delaney, any questions?
No questions, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Kirchhoff. I appreciate the update. Please keep working on that so we don't have somebody thrown in jail unnecessarily. All right. I think that's all for today. We'll look forward to rescheduling this matter as quickly as we can. We'll send out notices to everybody. And again, Ms. Weber, if you could keep in close contact with your attorney, that would be helpful. That's all for today. We'll be in recess.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
We called up Arizona for a friendly little check. Ooh.